Kevin, I got to admit, I was caught off guard by this trade. I mean, he played such a big part for him. He was the last guy I expected them to move.
Yeah, but if you're going to make a move, this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. We'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then there's Johnson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Jack in at the point guard.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Chris.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
And they had to be sensational defensively on that night to compensate for the fact that they just couldn't find a rhythm offensively.
Well, I don't think they're really built to play those kind of grinded-out, low-scoring games. It just doesn't seem to be in their DNA to me.
Now Jack, following the three-point attempt by Freak. McCollum, no good. And it's Martin that time on the assist from Lopez.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here is Jack. And so the ball goes on a bounce. Lopez touched it last. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Lionel Hollins. And Doris, what'd you find out?
Yes, Kevin, he told me their game plan offensively today is a relatively simple one. He wants to see as many plays run through the low post as possible. He said physically, we're the stronger team, and we need to use that to our benefit. Guys?
Thank you, Doris.
Great shot. Had to fade back, but he still managed to drain it.
That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Johnson against Wiggins. The kick out to Jack. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Jack's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one after the win against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And here is Johnson following the three-pointer by Freak. Johnson kicks to Jack. Wide open look. Another one falls for Brooklyn. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Lopez. And another 3 for Minnesota.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Johnson outside. Young sets a screen for Johnson. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Johnson. 23 points his last outing. Here's Wiggins. Finished off the break. Wiggins has got 5 now.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
Let's go quickly over to Pittsburgh for an update.
Hey, Kev. Well, during that last break, I heard Flip Saunders addressing his team. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Lopez after Jared Jack's score. On the wing, Wiggins. Jack against Lopez. Down low. Young with the steal. 3-on-3. McCollum passes to Jack. From 10 feet out, Lopez, no luck.
It's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And he gets it to go. Martin's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
No good from Jack. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Wiggins, and he uses the glass on the layup. Wiggins has got 9 points.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Wasted no time on that one. 10 points now for Jack.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
That's good.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Martin. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
That's good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And it's working for him, Greg. You like that initiative, not settling for stuff on the perimeter.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. Johnson outside. Back to Lopez. Clock at 6. Drops it in from 11 feet.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Lopez against Jack. Lopez a screen. Martin dishes to Lopez. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Freak number 1.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Dishes to Martin. Back to Lopez. Outside Martin. And Lopez has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the pass to Martin. Lopez kicks to Martin. From 15 feet away, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Yeah, well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Towns. Adrian Payne comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Kevin Martin. And a new group in for the Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for McCollum. Wiggins drives in. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Lopez. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Lopez with the steal to the inside. And it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Lopez. Lopez has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Now here is Jack. 10 points for him. Over to the left wing. Caldwell Pope. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Timberwolves leading by 23. Here's Wiggins, and he jams it with authority.
Check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Lopez. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 18 points for Freak.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Lots of room. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Wow. I mean, 8 of 10 here in the first quarter.
Tipped away. Here's Caldwell Pope. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Jack. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
And yes, sir, that one drops. And it's now 22 points for Freak.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Fades back. Brooklyn with the rebound.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
And he gets it to go. Robinson's got his first bucket of the night.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do. And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Here's Caldwell Pope looking for his first basket still in this one. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good from Bargnani.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's Lopez penetrating, and that one's good. Lopez has got 24.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. The shot is off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And this is the first of 2 games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often, so I'll be watching this one closely.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he gets it to go.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Robinson kicks to Bargnani. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Bargnani's got his second basket of the game. It could go, and the release was before the...
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your...
And that's a coach Lionel Hollins known for his no-nonsense style.
I told him, oh, you can joke with me.
I still don't think that Coach Hollins is anyone to be trifled with, and I think the net players would agree with me on that one.
Oh, yes, I know they've got that one figured out. And I do, too, as a matter of fact. The last thing anybody on the team better be doing is laughing at Lionel Hollins. Just ask Darren Williams.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Minnesota, Lopez in a two-guard. Martin is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then there's Towns, and it's Rondo in at the point. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hits file. No doubt about it.
Here's Johnson after Rajon Rondo's bucket. To end the run, Johnson goes in, and the layup is good. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Johnson against Martin. Johnson over to help. Jang a screen. Here's Towns. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Towns has got his first points of the game. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Kevin Martin on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Martin. Got it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now here's McCollum. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now Lopez. Back to Martin. Lopez, a screen on Johnson. 5 to shoot. Martin kicks to Zhang. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. A three-pointer off the mark. Young against Martin. Here's Towns. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Johnson following the score by Kevin Martin. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here is Martin. A 20-point game for him in the win against Phoenix. Back to Lopez. Fires from 14. And Kevin Martin the bucket on the assist from Lopez. 23 points for Martin.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Screened by Young. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. From outside the arc, gets it to fall, but still just 2 for 10 from the floor this game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Lopez outside. Back to Martin. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Kicks it to Lopez. He feeds it to Martin. Three-pointer, and the shot is good. Martin's got 13 points in just this quarter. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. McCollum kicks to Johnson, and that is good.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Rondo passes to Lopez. Fader on the way. Brooklyn with the rebound. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at U.S. Airways Center in Phoenix. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Lopez kicks to Johnson, and it's sent back by Lopez. Pulls up, high post, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Inside, here's Johnson, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there. And so a pretty lot.
Hey, Kevin,
All right, targets that are coming up.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Johnson is out there with Young. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And Jack, here we go. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Timberwolves shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Martin. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now here's Lopez. Here's Johnson. The Nets have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. It's Martin on the wing. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Martin's got 28 points for the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Jack dishes to Young. Lopez over to help. Johnson from outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here is Jack. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Young sets a screen for Johnson. The kick out to Jack. All sorts of time. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside, Martin. Lopez against Jack. Shoots it. And Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got 34 points. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Lopez with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. He must muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by McCollum. And it's 6 points for Brook Lopez.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Lopez with the steal. This one for 3, and the shot is good. Lopez has got 37.
Well, I tell you what, getting out in transition has really been a big part of this run they're on now.
And the best way to pile up points in a hurry, just run and get your buckets before the defense can get set.
All alone and finished off by Martin.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Nets shoot their 7th free throw attempt here. And the technical free throw is good. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Martin. Pass to Jack. They get a hand on it. Lopez with the steal. The Timberwolves another fast break chance here. Second shot opportunity, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Here's Jack. Good D by Lopez.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Lets it go from deep. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one.
These guys putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Here's Wiggins. Finished off the break. Wiggins has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And how about the pressure they're able to now start to apply, taking advantage of every miscue?
Guys, the big advantage has really been the points off turnovers.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Got that one up quick. Lopez has got 43 points.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Lopez. And that's now 6 points for Rajon Rondo. Rondo against Jack. Here's McCollum. Rebound, Minnesota. Lopez has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Here's Johnson following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Down low. Rajon Rondo again. Rondo's got 8 points.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
No one covering. 15 points for Jarrett Jack. Minnesota's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And Lopez gets it to go.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Jack against Rondo. Lopez over to help. Jack passes to McCollum. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player, think of this, only one player in NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around, but Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary.
Outside Jack. Lopez a screen. Bargnani a screen on Lopez. Ball's knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chang. Ricky Rubio checked in for the Timberwolves. And then for Brooklyn, Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Lopez. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Jarrett Jack. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Wiggins. Finished off the break. Wiggins has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Tell you what, their transition game is lights out. I mean, that's a big difference maker here.
And fast break offense, really one of the higher percentage shots you typically get in a game, and so you have to continue to look for those easy baskets.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Baines checked in. Here's Bargnani. He's got 11. Feeds it to Caldwell-Pope. Lets it go with a 3. That one goes. Count it. Caldwell-Pope's got 8 points.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Here's Lopez. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. He's got 8. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And another 3 for Minnesota.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Picked by Bargnani. Pass to McCollum. Lopez over to help. Bargnani kicks to McCollum. 5 on the clock. Picked by Bargnani. To end the run. McCollum, no good. The Timberwolves shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Here's Lopez. Rebound, Thomas Robinson. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McCollum with the ball. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And the foul called on Freak. Beans checked in for Lopez. Here's Jack. Lopez. He's in at point guard. Garnett out there with Payne. And it's Bjelica in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Jack. Lopez with the block. But he recovers it. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. And the shot is good.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Now here's Johnson. Young sets a screen for Johnson. Here's Jack. Lopez with the block. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Jack's shot is good.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. From 13, and the bank shot is good. Lopez has got 60.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the chart.
Lopez with the block. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. They get it back, and Payne swings it in.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with the heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him. He has not been an asset for his team. Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Shot by Jack, wide open, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
That's good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
A three-pointer off the mark.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Lopez outside, fires it up. That one off the back iron and out.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. And I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
Lets it go from deep. But they'll get another chance. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And he gets it to go.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
The wide open look here for Lopez. Good on the triple. Lopez has got 11 points in the quarter.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple.
Johnson can't get it to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 10 points in just the second half.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Johnson the screen. And Jack picks to Young. Here's Lopez. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Shooting for Minnesota, Kevin Garnett.
A free throw good from Kevin Garnett. And Brooklyn making a change here. Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The feed to Bogdanovich. The dish to Johnson. Floats one up, and he gets it to go.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And Lopez gets it to go. And for Brooklyn, Their shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth. They set the pick. Here's Johnson. Lopez with the block. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. McCullough's checked in for Brooklyn. Bogdanovich passes to Waters. Knocks it loose. Just 5 on the clock. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it the fast break chance. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Johnson with a screen on Lopez. On the wing, Johnson. Out to the right wing. Here's Waters. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Lopez. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple double.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Levine, good. Levine's got 14 points here in the second half.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Here's Payne. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Elitza with the bucket.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Johnson outside. Now the pass to Waters. Shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Minnesota's got 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Lopez. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double. A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure. This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out for 5. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot on the wing, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
For the finish, flashes it down to finish the break.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
The 2K Sports postgame freak.